welcome back to Premier League Dad. We've got another game right now about to kick off. We are 5 minutes away from kick-off. We just had a very, very quick turnaround from the Newcastle-Chelsea game, which kicked off at 12 p.m. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. Massive, massive result in the race for the European football this season. I mean, that leaves it still on a knife edge. You still can't really call it going into the last two games of the season. Manchester United and West Ham, Spurs and Crystal Palace both about to kick off now, as well as the game that we're going to watch here, Nottingham Forest against Leicester. Nottingham Forest have had a bit of a disappointing run of it recently, losing to Brentford and then dropping points away at Crystal Palace. They have to get back to winning ways here at home to already relegated local rivals, East Midlands rivals, Leicester City. So Leicester are going down, but I'm sure they will be looking to put a dent in Forest's hopes this season to qualify for the Champions League. I'm sure it'll still be a fantastic season, whatever happens with Nottingham Forest. Even if they only make the Europa League, you'd still have to say, what a season it's been for Nuno Santo and his players. But all that aside, we are going to be kicking off in about 5 minutes' time. Forest and Leicester, the players are just coming out onto the pitch now. And I do just want to say, first off, a very, very big thank you to our sponsors here on Premier League Dad, Match Bingo. Match Bingo are a fantastic new app. If you've never heard of them, I'm sure you will do over the next 12 months because they are growing so quickly. Over 10,000 active players in the UK. It's a brilliant new way, a brilliant combination, really. If you've never heard of it before, it's all the fun that you would associate with a bet on the footy. If you like a bit of a bet on the footy and acca, I absolutely love it. I've got my bingo card ready for this game. If you like a bet on the footy, then Match Bingo is absolutely perfect for you. Go and check them out. There's the QR code, which will be live on the screen throughout this game. Over £200,000 of prize money has been paid out to Match Bingo players already. And they're a fantastic app. Go and check them out. All of the fun that you would associate with normal sports betting with all of the fun that you would associate with bingo. And the way that it works is you get a bingo card for whatever game it is that you're watching. For example, if it's Forest and Leicester, you get a bingo card. It will have 15 random events on it during a game, and it might be things like Forest goal kick or Forest corner, Leicester free kick, whatever it might say on that bingo card. And as those things happen in the game, you will see them marked off on your bingo card. And you get money for a line, money for a full house. And yeah, let me know during the game. If you do go and buy a bingo card, let me know in the game if you're anywhere close to a line or a full house. If you deposit £5, you get £10 free with our link right there. If you go and click it in my description, you can see it. You can also scan the QR code, which is on screen anytime during this game. So yeah, go and check them out. Match Bingo, really cool guys as well, and it's a fantastic new app that's growing really quickly here in the UK. So yeah, fantastic new app, and they're sponsoring Premier League Dad and all of our live streams to the end of the season. As I said, we are live every single day on this channel. Sometimes on a weekend we do 4 games, and we've done 4 games yesterday. We're doing 4 games today. We're the busiest football fan channel around. 4 times as many live streams as Mark Goldbridge in the last month. So nearly 60 live games we did last month. So stick with us if you like watching a game of footy, if you like these watch-alongs, and you like talking with other fans from around the world. Doesn't matter what club you support, this is the channel for you. Make sure you follow and subscribe. We are live right now, not just on YouTube, but we're live on TikTok, we're live on X, we're live on Instagram, we're live on Facebook, and Twitch too. We're live on all of those. And I'm adding more, to be honest, as we go along. I might even look at Rumble, I don't know. But there's a few places, Kick as well, as people have advised me to put it on Kick. So yeah, we're growing as a channel really quickly. We are nearly at 5,000 subs on YouTube, and the channel only started in January. So we're very close to 5,000 subs. If you can subscribe, it makes a big difference to us. And if you want to support the channel as well, go and check us out on YouTube and watch this live on YouTube. That is what I need you to do to support this channel. So thank you very much for doing that, and everyone that has. There's thousands of you that have been brilliant for us, and we're building a great community here. So thank you very much for all your support. We are very close to kick off now, and I do want to run through the lineups. So let me just go live on TikTok as well, because I have to say that little spiel first before I go live on TikTok. Excuse me. Right, so Are we live on TikTok now? Are we live on TikTok? I think we are live on TikTok. We are live on TikTok. Okay, perfect. So we are just about 30 seconds away from the referee blowing his whistle here. We'll go through the lineups very, very quickly. So, lineups are, in goal for Nottingham Forest, it's Matt Sells. What? Oh, there you go, we're off. We're off. Matt Sells in goal. It's Ola Aina at right back, Milenkovic and Murato at centre back. No Murillo today for Forest. He isn't even on the bench. He's out injured with a thigh injury. So it's Murato and Milenkovic at the back. First shot on goal here for Forest. If you get it right, hang on. It's gone behind. It's a corner to Forest. 20 seconds in. Aina, Milenkovic, Murato, Nico Williams on the left. That's who's just got the corner. Then it's Sangare, Anderson and Dominguez in the midfield. Gibbs-White, Elanga and Chris Wood, that man up front. For Leicester, it's Stelarczyk in goal, Thomas at left back, Faz and Cody at centre back, James Justin on the right, Skip and Didi and El Kanous in midfield, Ayew, McAteer and Jamie Vardy up front. Jamie Vardy looking for his 200th goal for Leicester City. We've got a beach ball on the pitch. Christ, as a Liverpool fan, that gives me nightmares. Remember the Sunderland game a few years ago. But it's Nottingham Forest here with the first chance to lay a glove on Leicester City. Jonathan Guzman, good to see you. Barcelona or Real Madrid today, mate? Also, I was super upset with the Barcelona game the other day. I think it's going to be a draw, Barca-Real Madrid. Yeah, Barca only really need a draw, don't need to seal it. So I think a draw will probably do enough for them. And it was an unbelievable end to the season for Inter Milan. What a game that was. Great ball in, pushed over the... Oh, it's pushed out by Stelarczyk. I thought it was behind for another corner, but it's not. It's a ball in again from Forest. Oh, lots of early pressure here. Lots of early pressure. No Skillaren, I've rattled so many Chelsea fans. I love this game. Samir X69, let's take a moment to laugh at Chelsea FC. Rubes, who's winning this? I'll put a bet on the other team or a draw. Yeah, I think Forest are winning it, mate. In fact, no, because I care about you and I want your money to go far. So I think Leicester are going to win it. Leicester are going to win it. Oh, Chris Wood just over the bar there. Jonathan Guzman, Nottingham Forest has to win today. Oh yeah, no doubts about that. No doubts. Nottingham Forest have to win. Big, big opportunity here for Forest to get 3 points and get back in amongst that Champions League race. I still think, look, as a Forest fan, you would. I keep saying as a Forest fan like I am one, but if you were a Forest fan, surely you would still feel gutted, disappointed if Forest don't make those Champions League places. You'd still have a tinge of disappointment, wouldn't you? You would be disappointed. You'd still have, of course you've had a great season. It's been a brilliant season. There's no doubt about that. But you've come so close to getting in the Champions League. It's not good. Jonathan, I'll check in a little bit later. Off to watch the Tottenham v Palace game. All right, mate. Let us know how it's getting on. I'll see you in a bit. Leo LCFC, can you put the camera on the match? I can't, mate. I would lose my account. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. It would get my followers and my subscribers up, but no, I absolutely can't. Because it would just, I'd lose the account. Get banned within seconds. Jonathan Guzman, Eze is a baller, mate. Eze is quality. Yeah. Leo LCFC, alright. I was going to say, mate, I'm not being funny. I'd love to, but yeah, TikTok are very, very sensitive. So we just do watch-alongs on this channel. Good ball in. Oh, got to score. Chris Wood, just over the bar. He's got to score there for me. Got to score. I think he's got to finish that. Unlucky. Really unlucky there from Chris Wood. It was Elanga down the right-hand side. Gets his head up. Great ball into the far post. And Chris Wood, free header. He doesn't even get it on target. You've got to get that on target and work the keeper. And he puts it over. Over the bar. Excuse me. Callum, Forest win 4-1 here. I think it's going to be a lot tighter than that. I really do. It's going to be a lot tighter Riley, come on, Leicester. Well, Leicester are going to have to... if they do get anything, even a draw today, Leicester are just here to upset the party, aren't they? Just to spoil the party, because a draw here is more than enough to probably put Forest out of those Champions League places, you would think. So yeah, I'm sure Leicester will be very much looking to spoil the party. Samir X69, Bundesliga 2 is so interesting. Yeah, I heard about Hamburg. Hamburg are very, very... It's a big game today, isn't it? Hamburg against... Who is it? Hamburg... It's not Eze. Hamburg against... I can't remember who they're playing, but someone told me yesterday, and it's basically if Hamburg win, they go up, and if the other team lose, they go down. It's a proper playoff, isn't it? Lizzie Piper, I'm a Liverpool fan. Nice, Lizzie. I'm a Liverpool fan. Good to see you. Callum, when's the last time Prem Dad was right? Oh, wait, 3000 BC. Hey, I try. I don't profess to be right all the time. That is what my Twitter bio is, or my X. That's what I say on X, is predicting the Premier League and getting it wrong mostly. That's our USP on this channel. We get most of the things wrong, most of the predictions wrong. Here's Nico Williams driving forward into Dominguez. Sam Eric 69. I'm Van Dijk's fan. Diamond, is it on TV? I can't find it anywhere. Yes, it's on Sky Sports, mate. Sky Sports main event, or Sky Sports Premier League. Either way, you can watch it. Stelarczyk comes out and claims it. Callum, last game was boring, so I quit watching it. To be honest, once Nicholas Jackson got sent off for Chelsea, it did become a bit of a boring watch, because we knew that Newcastle were going to sit in and just try and play on the counter-attack. It was always going to be like that. Chelsea didn't really have too many chances. They had Kukureya's shot, which Pope saved, and Reece James probably should have done a bit better with a header. But other than that, game was pretty dead. From the moment Nicholas Jackson gets sent off, the game's done. I don't know how Ruud van Nistelrooy has a job. Honestly, I've been saying this. I feel like I've been banging that drum. I sound like a broken record, but I've been saying it for months now. Ruud van Nistelrooy should have been sacked in January or February, and at least then they might have had a chance of staying up. If they'd have gone out and got a Dyche or someone like that, they might have had a fighting chance of staying up. But Leicester have been really, really naive in how they've played. That's a really good ball. Leicester are in here. Jamie Vardy over the far side. Bit too much on it. Cheers for the follow. Thanks, Pepper. Brendo Giga, what are your predictions for the Liverpool-Arsenal game later? Well, we're live for that one as well, mate. We're live for that one as well. Liverpool-Arsenal, 4:30. So as soon as this game goes off, we'll be ending the stream, and obviously we'll start a new one up for Liverpool-Arsenal. So stick around with us. But predictions for that one, 2-2. 2-2. Oh no, I said low scoring before, didn't I? Yeah, 1-1 then. We'll go 1-1. It's got that end of season feel to it. Tottenham 0, Palace 1. Ismail Assar it was, wasn't it? Ismail Assar who scored. So yeah, predictions I would say 1-1 for Liverpool Arsenal 1-1. I wouldn't be surprised to see Liverpool win. I think Mikel Arteta will send Arsenal out with a real intent to lay a psychological blow on Liverpool to say, look, we're coming for that title next year, and he'll be saying to his players, look, as good as you played against PSG, this is an opportunity for you to go out and show them what you're about, and kind of just lay down a marker ahead of next season. Get them thinking about you for next season, because next season we're coming for you. Munoz assist, yeah. What a player he's been, Daniel Munoz. Great player for Palace. Ayew goes down, free kick to Leicester. Offside. Oh, it's been given offside. Okay. Offside, still 0-0 in the Spurs Palace game. Ball into the box, over to the far side. Leicester with a chance. Ayew cleared away. Good flick on, Vardy. Leicester are getting opportunities, or at least they're getting touches in the opposition box, which is a big thing. They're certainly getting touches in the box. Oh, that's really smart play. Leicester have got a chance here, running at the Forest back line. Not very good there. Poor from Vardy. So poor from him. See the final touch being so... or uncharacteristically poor from him. Usually very efficient with how he uses the ball, Jamie Vardy. Can pick a pass. Rubes, if Arsenal lose, who's finishing second? City. Yeah, City. Still think City will do it. But I don't think Arsenal will finish second. Sorry, I don't think Arsenal will. I think Arsenal will beat Newcastle next week, and they'll beat Southampton on the last day. So even if Arsenal were to lose today, they'll still finish second. That's not happening. No one's finishing above Arsenal. It'll be Liverpool, Arsenal, City, maybe Chelsea now. Maybe Newcastle. I don't know. I think Arsenal beat Newcastle. I think Villa, Chelsea and Newcastle you can flip a coin on. A three-sided coin. Toon Geordie, Toon to the summit. No, I can't see Newcastle beating Arsenal next week, and I think Newcastle might also struggle against Everton. Again, I didn't think that was a particularly good performance from Newcastle today. They got the job done. It was a poor performance from Chelsea, to be honest. It was a bit of a rubbish game, considering before the game we all were talking about what a fantastic game this is going to be. It's got all the hallmarks of a really good game, lots of goals. It was a bit flat and a bit crap, wasn't it? Once that sending off happens, the game's done. As a contest, it's over. And Newcastle have had a couple of games like that recently, haven't they? Obviously, the Ipswich game was a little bit like that. Michael, ref was a bit embarrassing. Yeah, ref wasn't great. I think he got the big decision right in sending Jackson off. That was the right decision. But he didn't really help the game flow at all, I would argue. Blaziel TikTok, I support Spurs, only cared about the Europa League. Yeah, there's United fans on our community here, mate, who only care about the Europa League as well. But you can't go into that Europa League final on a run of defeat. You know, you've got to start finding some form before that. So, and I think Ange Postecoglou knows that. I think Amorim knows that, because both of those managers, they've not they're not totally resting everyone, are they? They're still trying to get results in the Premier League. They know you can't go into big games on bad runs of form. Toon Geordie, we destroyed them. FA 30 means irrespective of send-off, get a life. I don't know what that means, Toon Geordie. You might have to... Have another go at that sentence, mate. Have another pop at that if you can. Have another go at it, and I'll have another read of it. Unknown FRX would win. Would win? What do you mean would win? Leicester with a shot. Get in. Oh! It's in. Has he scored it? Is he on? Connor Cody. It's 1-0 Leicester. It's 1-0 Leicester. I think he's onside as well. Nottingham Forest 0, Leicester City 1. How about that then? How's about that then? Whoo-wee. Good grief. Toon Geordie, it means for 30 minutes we're well on top. Yeah, but a game's 90 minutes. Shot, I think he's on. It's going to be tight, but I think he's on. There's going to be a check here. It's a shot from the edge of the area from El Canouse. It deflects. The keeper saves it. Matt Sells, I think, should do better there. And then Cody runs in and heads it in. There is going to be a check. I'm sure there is. But I think he's onside there. There's a check. Connor Cody's just waiting here. There's going to be a check. But I think that's onside. It's 1-0 to Leicester, Madwecki. But there is a check. There is a VAR check here. Why are they not showing it us? They've not shown it back. Does he give it? Come on, ref. Yeah, he's give it. There you go, 1-0. 1-0. Nottingham Forest 0. Leicester City 1. Game on. Toon Geordie, Nobbo. Again, mate, you're going to have to keep trying because it's not coming through. It's really not coming through. It's not translating. East Anglian boy, Champions League football next season will be at Old Trafford. East Anglian boy, the heart of Manchester United fans, of course. East Anglia. The heartland of Old Trafford. Local fans, yet again. East Anglian boy, so we do Madison, Romero, Son, Vicario. FM No Casuals, my picks for tonight: Mulder, AZ, Betis, Maribor, Frankfurt, Malmo and Inter. Malmo. I've not Inter away at Torino, I would stay away from. Yeah, Inter away at Torino, I'd stay away from. Rubes, I think top 4 will be Liverpool, City, Newcastle, Arsenal. Stanley, I've got Sells as my vice in FPL. Not as bad as that Kelman goal yesterday, I got to know. Charlie Kelman's goal yesterday for Leyton Orient against Stockport County. Jesus Lord, he was miles off. Riley, we scored a goal. Yeah, it was a good finish, that. Still a good finish, but he was about 14 yards offside. Callum, this is Tory FC versus Tory FC. Wrong. It's Tory FC versus Scabs FC. If you remember the miners' strike, not that I do, it was before I was born, but you know what I mean. The miners, the Scabs, the Tories. Here's Alanga down the right-hand side, ball in. A lot of working class people have seen no problem with being Tories these days. I'm not going to stick to politics, but yeah. Plenty of working class Tories these days. That's what they called them in the past, wasn't it? Scabs, I think. due to the miners' crisis. Callum, remember when we played Leicester in the Champions League in 16-17? Who, Atletico Madrid? Vaguely. I remember him playing Sevilla. Stanley, is this a derby? Because I've seen these fans having arguments on TikTok. Yeah, well, it's East Midlands, isn't it? It's East Midlands. It's an East Midlands derby. I think Leicester are probably a little bit more... It's these and Derby, innit? LCFC up the Foxes, get in, lads. Yeah, it is. It's Forest, Leicester and Derby's the kind of East Midlands derbies. Jaden Thompson, Bruno goal. It was a big deflection, that one, Jaden. No skill, Aaron Forrest, what are you doing, man? I know, I think that could be it, you know. I think that could be it. It's not East Anglia derby. No, East Anglia derby is Norwich and Ipswich, isn't it? East Anglia. Jaden, what happened to 2-1 Chelsea? Well, it might have been. It might have been, if not for that referee sending off Nicholas Jackson. It might have been, to be honest. Again, it's a curveball. I think if it hadn't have been Chelsea, to be honest, I thought were the better team once it went to 1-0. For the vast majority of the second half, Chelsea were all right. They had some pretty big chances. Reece James heading over the bar. Cucurella, forced Pope into a good save. So, yeah, there was some good opportunities there for Chelsea, even with 10 men. But once it goes to 10 men, it kind of ruins the game, doesn't it? Callum, why did they say East Anglia? I don't know. Maybe they don't know the geography. East Anglia is nowhere near the East Midlands. I wouldn't like walk it anyway, put it that way. Wouldn't like walk it. Leicester are winning it back here high, and it's actually quite good football from Leicester, to be fair. They're playing out of the press, and they've gone long, and they've beaten Forest's press now. Ayew, that's a foul and a free kick to Leicester. Jaden Thompson, come on Leicester. LCFC, Forest are bottling Champions League. I've got to say, it will be rather sweet if Forest do bottle the Champions League. I don't mind. I would quite like to see Forest get it. I would quite like to see it. But when I said earlier in the season, I think it was January time, I said I think the wheels are just starting to come off for Forest. Just starting to come off. They don't seem the same. They're not playing the same. And I think the wheels are just starting to come off for them. And I don't think they will get the Champions League. I got some hate. I got some proper hate messages. I'd like to revisit some of them, I think, if Forest don't get the Champions League. Might go back to them and just say, "Hiya, mate, how did you get on in the end? Didn't seem to go so well." But they were calling me all sorts. No skill, Aaron. Kulu went off injured. Jaden Thompson, how do you think NUFC's last fixtures will go? I think Arsenal win. I think you lose at the Emirates. And I think Everton get a point at St James's Park. Maybe a win for Newcastle there, but I certainly think Arsenal will beat you. And I think it's just then a case of whether or not that's enough to get Newcastle into the Champions League. I actually think we go into the final day with all three teams on the same number of points. So, Chelsea will be on 63 points, or 66 points. Chelsea will beat United, they'll be on 66. Villa will beat Spurs, they'll be on 66. Newcastle will lose to Arsenal. They'll be on 66. So going into the final game of the season, I think all three of them are on 66 points. Forest. What are Forest on currently? 61. If they lose this. So yeah, it's in. It's 1-1. Hey, there you go. That was quick. Morgan Gibbs-White. Corner to Forest. And there you go. Morgan Gibbs-White with a flick on. 1-1. Nottingham Forest 1. Leicester 1. We're back on here. Right, so yeah, if Forest were to win, they're on 63 points. Oh no, they're on 64, aren't they? Is that right? Yeah, they're on 64 then. Ooh, it's a good header that at the near post. Really good header. Gibbs-White runs across the front post. It's a free header. Do you know what? That's Leicester City's season summed up that. That is Leicester City in a nutshell. It's a free kick from Ilanga. Gibbs-White runs across the front post. Nobody tracks him, and it's a great header. Down into the floor, top corner. Really good header, that. Forest 1, Leicester 1, and we are back. Game on. FM No Casuals. LTFC. El Canoe showing Ilanga who's the better player. It's not El Canoes, mate. He's a good player, El Canoes, but no, he's not. FM No Casuals, their tactics suit if they're winning a game, but going from behind, not so good. Ryan Leatherbarrow. Funny as soon as you say something, they score. I know, it's good, innit? I'm trying to control that. I use my bets to make some money on that. It's a skill, I think. Every time I say they look crap, they're all over the place. Someone scores. Jake, Newcastle are continuously proving everyone wrong. Thing is, when they beat the Gunners again, you still won't learn. Yeah, but they're not proving anyone wrong. The results are not matching the performances, or vice versa. The performances aren't matching the results. Newcastle didn't play all that well today. That doesn't matter because they got the result in the end. But the performances for Newcastle over the last few weeks have been dreadful. Oh, West Ham are 1-0 up. West Ham are 1-0 up. Thomas Souček at Old Trafford. Have a bit of that, you Manx. Get in. Thomas Souček 1-0. United are in the mud yet again. Yet again, Man United. What's going on, Aaron? What's going on? Ilanga with the assist here. Ilanga got the assist. And Gibbs-White with the goal. But at Old Trafford, Manchester United 0, West Ham 1. And Manchester United, as we speak, are in 17th place in the league. They are one place above Ipswich Town. Manchester United are the worst of the teams that stayed up this season. Make no bones about it. No bones about it. Tottenham, if they were to get a win against Palace, they could be 3 or 4 places above United. United are in 17th. What is going on? What is going on here? I can't believe it. Thomas Souček with the goal. Mohamed Kudus got the assist in that one. I'm not watching. Don't care about the Prem. Oh no! Camera's gone. 1 second. Camera's overheating. Right, let's go again. Come on. Right. We're back. Ryan, what a result for Everton yesterday, by the way. I know, yeah. I know, it was great, wasn't it? Oh, I've knocked this bloody screen now as well. Tell me that's not gone off again. Oh. The camera's gone off midstream. Stick with me. Hang on. Stick with me. Please work. Please work. Oh my God. Please, dear Lord. Webcam's gone. I know, mate. I know. I think it should work now with a bit of luck. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's because it's so hot. It's absolutely boiling. It's sweltering. I've got to put a fan on it when it freaks out like that and it goes off. I have to put a fan on it to cool it down. You wouldn't think it's like a professional bit of kit. FM No Casuals, trust West Ham to want to sell one of our best players, man. Is Souček going? Samir X69, Wan-Bissaka is so good, damn. Jake Curtin, I'd got to level 10 member last week, I'm 9. When the stream gets banned, does the gifts? I don't know, actually. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know. I haven't got a clue, mate. I really haven't got a clue. No idea. FM No Casuals heavily linked to Everton, yeah. Everton. Souček is such an Everton player. Proper Moyes. Gareth 1978. United 17th if it stays like this. I know, yeah. I know. 17th. United. Cheers for the gift, Jaden. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. FM No Casuals, one of Moyes' best ever signings, I think. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Callum Giggs, pal, thought you weren't going to fall as bad as us. I know, yeah. Giggs, we'll never fall. We'll never crumble like Liverpool. Forrest getting forward here down the left-hand side. Good ball in. Cleared away by Leicester. Shot from distance. Anderson, no. Leicester on the counter-attack. It's end-to-end now. It's like a basketball game, this. I think No Casuals up there with Nigel Martin. Yeah, he was a hell of a signing as well, wasn't he? One of my favourite Premier League keepers, Nigel Martin. Ava, show us it. I don't know what you mean. I can't show you it. Dream Chasers boss, no surprise. Man United are losing. Yeah, Man United, 17th in the league. What an absolute sight that is. Callum, Leganes 3, Espanyol, late safety battle for them. Espanyol will be fine. They'll be fine. MGW is just a wannabe Maddison. I like Gibbs White. He's a good player. I like Maddison too, by the way. But yeah, Gibbs White's a very good player. West Ham have battered United. It's not even just been like a little bit. They've battered them. More shots on target, shots inside the box, touches inside the box, everything. West Ham are battering United. LCFC TL, when they lost 4-0, he had like 7 touches of the ball. Morgan Gibbs White is one of the worst players I've ever seen at the King Power. You can't base it just off one game. Callum, no Leganes 18th, point behind Alab. Oh, I thought you were talking about Espanyol. Yeah, Leganes maybe, yeah. Morgan Gibbs White is just a wannabe Bilal El Khanous. Do you think El Khanous stays with Leicester next season then? I do. I think he's one of them that'll go down and do well in the Championship for you. But I'm sure there's quite a few Premier League teams that'll take a look at him. El Khanous has a 20 million release clause. Surely that's going to get activated. Don't know, mate. I don't know if there's enough people who would pay 20 million for Bilal El Khanous. I think he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a tidy player for Leicester. But I'm not entirely sure that I would look at him and go. Even at 21, I know he's 21. He's had a decent season, but he's got 5 goals and assists all season for Leicester. It's not like 20 million quid's worth. I think he's one of them that you'd want to see for another season before you made a big bid for him. 20 million quid's not spur change. Like Everton would take a look at El Khanous. I think he's probably one they would look at. LCFC, yeah, but goals and assists don't show how good he is. No, and listen, I know there's more to the game than just numbers. I get all that, mate. And I've watched him. Believe me, I know how good he is. Very, very tidy player. But, Woods in here. Chance. Foul to Leicester. Lazio, Leipzig and Arsenal looking at him. I can't see Arsenal going for El Khanous. I don't think either Lazio or Leipzig. Again, I'm not sure he's that level. I don't think he's that level. I think he's maybe an Everton. He's an Everton or a Brentford or a someone of that level, I would say. Ava, who's playing Forest and Leicester. Nottingham Forest against Leicester City. Callum, Gula and Tchouameni replace Rudiger and Rodrigo, I'm guessing. For Valverde. Right, okay. Ava, who's winning? It's 1-1. 1-1. About 6 minutes to half time, 7 minutes to half time, and then extra time. So, yeah, it's 1-1. It's not a particularly good game. Once Forest equalised, we was all hoping that Leicester might be able to get a result, but it's a good opportunity for Forest to get into the Champions League if they can get the win. No Lewandowski for Barca. I think he's going in the summer. He'll be gone in the summer. LCFC, I could see him going to Brentford, to be fair. He'd be a good fit. I think he'd be a replacement for, Wisser and Burmo, Sharda, maybe. If any of them go, then yeah, I think El Khanous to Brentford would make a lot of sense. But I don't think he would be wise going to a Leipzig or a Lazio or someone like that, because he'll go there. I'm sure he'd do well, but he'd be a backup. He wouldn't be a starter for him. Ava, I hope Leicester wins. Yeah, me too. It's a free kick right outside the edge of the area there for Forest. And it's a yellow card, I think, as well. I'm not sure who he's booked. It's Skip. Oliver Skip has been booked. Still elsewhere, Manchester United 0, West Ham 1, Tottenham 0, Palace 0. at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And the Liverpool-Arsenal team news is going to start dripping out very, very soon. Callum, early news, Rice doesn't travel for Arsenal. Now then, that would be interesting. If indeed that is the case, that would be very, very interesting. LCFC, you need to bring on Jeremy Monga. My mate is the same age as Monga and played in the academy for him for about a year. Wow. I mean, I remember him coming on against Liverpool and him just having a good run at Trent straight away. So, yeah, nice. Nick A13, I bet on Forest to win and Liverpool win. I think you might have a decent chance there. Callum, Liverpool win all the way now for me. If he isn't, he's their main man. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's a good player, Declan Rice. He's exactly the sort of player that Arsenal needed to sign, and they went out and got him. And that's what you want from a board, to back the manager and go out and get that sort of a player. Liverpool need maybe not a midfielder like Rice. I'm sure we'd like Declan Rice, but we now need a centre forward. If we go out and get a centre forward, a proper centre forward, then there's every chance we retain the league title next year. Will Kenyon 22, what channel are you watching the 2 PM games on? Mate, I heard you the first time. You don't need to keep saying it. I heard you the first time. Yeah, it's on Sky Sports. Sky Sports. The Sesame Street kid, they're getting Monga price up before getting sold. Maybe so. Will Kenyon 22, sorry. You don't want to apologise, mate. I'm only winding you up. Saw it the first time. LCFC, Leicester have got the same points as Forest in the last 5 games. Mitchie 5292, how are you the tune? Newcastle in 3rd. I still think Newcastle don't make it though. Something tells me. I think they're going to lose to Arsenal, and I think that Everton game on the last day of the season's a lot more complex than, especially the way Newcastle have been playing. Chance, gone behind, might be a corner. No. The Sesame Street kid, we signing Alvarez. Possibly, yeah. Darwin Núñez to Atleti and Alvarez to Liverpool. That seems to make sense for both teams. Although there's rumours today, allegedly, that Darwin Núñez is being targeted by Napoli. Obviously, there's still rumours about Saudi as well. Big reports that we're going to get a massive fee from Saudi, and him and Luis Diaz might be targeted by that. But I don't know. I'm not sure yet exactly how big of a change Liverpool are going to see over the summer. If you asked me a couple of weeks ago, I really thought we'd be changing maybe 8 or 9 players, and we'd see a really, really big change to that team. Forest, good save. Oh, just behind. Yeah, I really thought we'd make 8 or 9 changes, but it doesn't look to be the case now. It looks, if anything, that we're probably going to keep a big chunk of the squad. We're probably going to keep a lot of the squad. So maybe the likes of Elliott and Diaz and maybe Jota, players who I thought might leave, now might stay. M.1, United, such an odd team, losing to an awful West Ham, but will probably steamroll Spurs in the final. They're not steamrolling Spurs in the final. Come on. They're not steamrolling Spurs. That's not happening. United are 17th in the table. They've just been beat off Wolves. They should have been beat off Bournemouth. They got beat off Brentford. They're now losing to West Ham. They haven't beat Spurs in 3 years. Spurs have beaten twice already this season. Spurs are beating them. I'm telling you, they're beating them. LCFC, who do you think is going up in the playoff final? Who do I think? Sunderland. Sunderland, up to now, Sunderland. Thomas beat Arsenal 3 times this season, mate. Yeah, you did, but still, Arsenal are a better team. Arsenal are a better team. CFC Madueke, Kov. Mitchie 5292 will draw against Arsenal and beat Everton at home. I don't think you're drawing against Arsenal at the Emirates. I don't think. Not the way Newcastle are playing. Newcastle have they've been really poor the last few weeks. They have. It's not been good. On the Rangers. Opinions on Trent. Rat. Absolute rat. Yeah. Ava, let us know the scores. It's 1-0 to United. 1-0 to West Ham. Well, it's still 1-0 to United, isn't it? Man United 0, West Ham 1, Forest 1, Leicester 1, and Tottenham Hotspur 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Palace 0. Sorry. LCFC, they won't make it to the final. If they do, they'll get steamed. The goal difference against Villas might be the winner, though, too. And yeah, that might be another factor. CFC Madueke, Jamie Vardy masterclass incoming. He only needs half a chance. I think he might go to Everton next season. Yeah, I think he might go to Everton. M.1, trust me, the big players will turn up in the final, the likes of Casemiro and Fernandes. Yeah, but then there's also a lot of players who won't. And Spurs, by the way, Spurs have got plenty of players like that who can turn up in the big occasion. So they've been better than United across a full season, not just one-off games here and there. They've been better than United across a full season. They've beaten United multiple times. United haven't beaten Spurs since 2022, and United are on a horrific run of form. There's no way. Matt Sells pushes it behind, corner kick. Reason United are good enough in Europe is because that's their level. M.1, their only decent player, Maddison, is injured. No, it's not. Spurs' only decent player, Maddison. Are you serious? Honestly, if I was doing a combined... In fact, I will do. A combined Spurs and Manchester United 11. If we're doing a combined Spurs United 11, are you telling me James Maddison's the only one who gets in? You are having an absolute laugh, mate. I don't think he's a rat, to be honest. He just wants to move on and go somewhere new. He's done everything. No. He's a rat. He's a rat. The way he's gone about it, mate, he's a rat. It's not that he's leaving. Tottenham 0, Palace 1. Yeah, it's not that he's leaving. It's the way he's gone about it. Rat. M.1, how are you not watching the El Clasico instead of this? Because the El Clasico runs over into the Liverpool-Arsenal game. So I had a choice. I had a choice of either watching Leicester and Forest and Liverpool and Arsenal, or just the El Clasico. Barca versus Real Madrid soon. Prediction. Draw. 1-1. Or maybe, 2-2. 2-2. Desmond. FM No Casuals, just say you want to leave, end your contract a bit sooner than just before it expires. This is it, and that's why he's a rat. It's half-time here now, by the way. Half-time. Yeah, that is why he's a rat, for those who are bothered. The fact that he said in January... Real Madrid came in with an offer in January, and it's all been planned out, this. It's been planned out for well over 2-3 years, minimum. And that's why Liverpool fans haven't liked the way he's gone about it. Real Madrid came in January and offered us some money to take him early. And Liverpool said no, because there's still a contract offer on the table for Trent. There's still a contract offer there. He hadn't informed the club what he wanted to do. His party line all through the season from him and his brothers was, I'm going to see how I feel towards the end of the season. I'm still just making my decision. I'm still weighing things up. I've not made my mind up yet. I've not signed anything. I'm still thinking about it. All absolute horseshit. All nonsense. It was all lies, because as soon as January got past it, in March, start of March, he went and had a meeting with Arne Slot, and he told him, I want to leave. I want to leave in March, after January had come and gone, when Liverpool couldn't get anything for him. We could have got 25 million for him in January. Now, the club might have still said no and not accepted it, but if they'd have known in January that he's definitely not signing, then they could have, couldn't they? They could have accepted it. And that's the problem. Nick, A13, we need a Forest goal. M.1, Spurs have no good attackers except Maddison. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Nick A13, Real will go all for it today. Barca on bad physiology. FM No Casuals, it's why I've got nothing but love for Rice. He gave us a heads up. Exactly, yeah. And he gave you... And do you know what as well? Declan Rice is that good of a player Not only the right, he did the right thing by his team, but he's that good of a player that he said, do you know what, if Arsenal really want me, they'll pay the money. If Arsenal really want me, they'll pay the money. And he went in and he paid the money. So West Ham got a big pot of cash and, on they went. So, I just think Trent Alexander-Arnold's a rat. He's gone about it the wrong way. Totally the wrong way. Nick A13, who's the underdog in the Europa League final? Man United. Well, no. Spurs are the underdog. Man United have the European pedigree, so therefore Spurs are the underdog. But if you look at form, if you look at the way that the teams have played over the course of a season, if you look at the quality of the squad overall, I think Manchester United are the worst team, and I think Spurs will win it. M.1, go on then. Which good attackers do they have other than Maddison? Well, Maddison I wouldn't really count as an attacker. For me, it would be Maddison or Fernandes, wouldn't it? In that sort of a 10. But if you're telling me, I would take Son over Garnacho every single day of the week. I'd take Kulusevski over anyone you'd put on the right hand side every day of the week. I'd take Solanke or Tell, let's be honest, over Højlund or Xerxes. But definitely Solanke. Solanke's the best striker out of the two teams. Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson, all of them. Son, all better than Garnacho. Or Diallo, to be honest. Diallo's been quite good recently, but again, it's fits and starts with him. See how he comes back from his injury. And defensively, United are a shambles. Again, we talk about attacking players. Defensively, United are a shambles, aren't they? It's mad. If you look at United's attack in the Premier League this season, I think they've scored not many more than like Everton. They've got one of the worst attacks in the league. One of the worst attacks in the league. Yeah, Man United have 42 goals scored. 42 goals scored all season. Tottenham have 63. How are you arguing who's got the better attack? They've scored like 50% more goals. Spurs have scored 50% more goals than Manchester United this season. And by the way, Spurs attack, 63 goals, is more than Forest, more than Villa, more than Chelsea. It's only one less than Arsenal. Spurs have got one of the best attacks in the league. How are you arguing that they haven't got a good attack? It's absolute madness. Absolute madness. Footy Boy, what are you watching on Sky Sports, mate? Sky Sports Super Sunday. Igmane, come on, would you say you're scary? Would I say I'm scary? No, not at all. Why? Do you think I'm scary? I don't think I'm scary. I hope not. No Rice today being reported. Yeah, I've seen quite a few people saying that. Sevilla can be relegated. They're having a United Spurs season. Sevilla aren't going down. But yeah, again, I don't know how can anyone say that Spurs have got a bad attack or that United's attack is better. It's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. One of the best attacks in the league, Spurs. And the numbers bear it out. Rico Lewis is so bad. Where's that come from? Man City aren't even playing. Where's that come from? Have you just got a thing against Rico Lewis? Did Rico Lewis steal your girl or something? Is that where that's come from? And Spurs would be 7th or 8th without injuries. Yeah, that's it. 7th or 8th. And again, Spurs have scored 63 goals this season, which is one of the best attacks in the league. 1 goal less than Arsenal. And they've conceded 58, which is still only like 5 or 6 more than Manchester United. And that's up to this point, by the way. That's up to today. Like, it could well be that Spurs end up finishing the season with a better defence than United. Anthony Salthouse. Yeah, thanks for that. No worries, Anthony. A bit pushy at the moment. Pushy. Okay. I'll rein it in. I'll take it under advisement. Appreciate that, Anthony. Callum, Arsenal start Raya, White, Saliba, Kiwior, Skelly, Marino, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard and Saka. Okay. Marino, Partey, Odegaard. Marino in midfield is always a bad sign. It's always a bad sign. Gareth 1978, Harry Maguire on the bench. Can't be leaving your best player on the bench. 80 million quid and they play him as a right winger or a centre forward. My dad, Arsenal fan earlier on, so I went Tottenham, North London as a kid. Nice. Love that, Anthony. Enjoy. But then my dad ends up only most of. Are you okay, Anthony? My dad, he lost it. He went for reading. As a stockbroker, he just put too much money. I think you're on the wrong channel, Anthony. I don't think he's okay. No, it's not good. Hey ho, we move on. So, this game now, let's turn, hang on, we've got to sort the clock out because we're still on 44.59. Right, Forest 1, Leicester 1, Palace. Did Palace actually score in that one? Who scored? Eze. So Eze did actually get the goal. Munoz with the assist. Bang on half-time on that one. Tottenham 0, Palace 1. Forest 1, Leicester 1, Man United 0, West Ham 1. Okay. When this finishes, this will be what time will this finish? About 4 o'clock, won't it? It'll be about 4 o'clock. Gareth 1978, Eze on fire at the moment, mate. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Eze on fire. To be honest, all of them. All of them. Eze's on fire. Mateta's on fire. Sar's on fire. I think Wharton's brilliant. Gay, Munoz, they're all playing brilliantly. Do you know what? Even Dean Henderson started to play really, really well for Palace. He started to look a really competent goalkeeper. And Glasner is just a top manager. Thought it for a while. He's been banging the drum with Oliver Glasner and Andoni Areola for a good 6 months or so minimum. Yeah, really, really good managers. Done well, Palace, after a slow start. Yeah, very much so. So, we've got Liverpool and Arsenal coming up. Have we sorted the Liverpool team news yet? Because I don't think we have. Let's have a look and see if we've got it come through. No, not on that one anyway. Maybe I can find it elsewhere. Liverpool team news. Right, Liverpool team news. Where are you? Oh, Gary Neville. Have you seen Gary Neville's quote? Gary Neville has been talking about Mikel Arteta, and he said, it's a great achievement to not win a trophy in 5 years and still be the manager of a Premier League team. That's a barb, isn't it? That's rough. Gareth, it's a bit of a strange season with the title and relegation decided already. I know, but isn't it so exciting with the end of the season in Europe? Like, I think the European places could really go to the wire. I actually fancy it to probably be level on points going into that final game. I think what we see now is Newcastle lose to Arsenal next week. I think Chelsea beat United, and I think Villa beat Spurs. And then they'll all three of those will be on 66 points going into the final game of the season. Newcastle will be at home to Everton. Chelsea will play Forest. And Villa will play Man United away, won't they? At Old Trafford. So, yeah, lots to get our head around there. Let's see if I can see that Liverpool team news. John Marsden, good to see you, John. Play up Sky Blues. Come on, Liverpool team. I usually always get Liverpool's team news early. Oh, there you go. Right, Liverpool team news is out. It is Alisson in goal. It's Bradley right back, Robertson left back, Van Dijk and Konate. Midfield three of Gravenberch, Jones and Szoboszlai. McAllister is on the bench. And then it's Salah, Gakpo and Diaz up front. So there you go. Junaid, I hope Leicester win. Do Villa a favour. Could happen, couldn't it? Yeah, could happen. Callum, Barca 2-2 Madrid, I think. Your thoughts? I agree, mate. Yeah, 100% agree. 2-2. Yeah, just in the team posted there. Alisson, Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, Robbo, Jones, Grav, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Diaz, Salah. For Arsenal, it's Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis Skelly, Marino, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard and Saka. Two good teams. Two very, very good teams. And we're about to kick off here for the second half. The players are out. They're on the pitch. Spurs 0, Palace 1, Man United 0, West Ham 1, Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. Is the early kick-off that finished now. But Man United and Spurs, it's still only half-time. 1-1 here, obviously. So we shall see. John Marston. I thought you called me a mug then. Did you call me a mug then, John? Thought me and you were mates. That's a big mug. It is a big mug. It's the wife's. It's the wife's. She let me borrow it today. And then I spilled it on the last stream. Richard Reddish. Corey. Surely that should be C-O-Y-R. Do you mean come on you Reds? Is that what you meant there, Richard? No, your pink mug. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's the wife's. Borrowed it today. Long night. I'll let you off, mate. I'll let you off. Right, we're off. Let me get the timer going. Let me get the timer going. Right, there you go. We're back off. 45, 01, 02. Oh, no, I need to speed it up. Come on. Sort yourself out. Right, back. Go on. There you go. If you want the timer, by the way, if you want the timer and the scoreboard and all that sort of thing, you need to go over to YT. Search Premier League Dad on YT and you get a bit of a better watch-along experience about. John Marsden, I would never call you a mug. Cheers, man. Callum, Penn, Real Madrid. Bloody hell. 3 minutes in, it's a penalty already. Penalty to Real Madrid in the Clasico. Sweet Lord. Dortmund are beating Leverkusen as well. Might be an offside call. Okay. Right, let's turn this cat up. Let's get a bit of atmos going. Penalties given. So it's going to be a penalty to Barcelona. Penalty to Real Madrid in the Clásico. Long ball, knocked forward, and it is. It's a goal. Real Madrid 1-0. Here's Forest on the counter. Good defending by Leicester. Ball in, must be. Oh, back post there. Really should have been 2-1 to Forest there. Nico Williams wins it back. Cleared away. You're not getting a penalty for that. Shut up. Goal kick to Leicester. Copper, no. Real Madrid are winning. Real Madrid 1-0 up. Ball into the far post here. Who is this? It's Dominguez at the far post. Oh, Dominguez has got a gamble there. He's got a gamble. Callum, suicidal line again from Barca. They won't learn. Nicholas Arnold, United and Tottenham really finishing 17th and 16th. It's music to my ears, that. Music to my ears, Manchester United finished 17th. And it just makes it all the more sweeter that if they don't win that Europa League, they're going to finish the worst team in the Premier League that didn't get relegated and win nothing at all. Can you imagine that season? That's the season that Ruben Amorim spends in his first... Oh, that's so good. Please, please, Spurs, for the sake of football, please. Be so good if they do. So, so good. Copper, Balde, Koundé and Lewa are all missing. Balde and Koundé can do the high line. Yeah, they just miss pace at the back, don't they, Barca? They're missing the pace at the back. We saw a little bit of that in the Inter game, and we thought there might be trouble with Eric Garcia there and Martin. Martin and Eric Garcia in the full-back position, that it seems to be the same sort of thing. They're just not fast enough, are they? And especially when you've got Vinny and Mbappe and Rodrigo, you're always going to have players who'll be willing to go in behind and play on the shoulder. And Barca will always play with a high line, doesn't matter who it is. They'll always try to push up and squeeze them. Nicholas Arnold, if Kane can do it, Spurs can do it. I have faith. Yes, Nicholas. That's what we need. That's what we need. Leicester go forward and they've got a free kick. Gibbs White. That was Dominguez actually who brought him down. Callum nearly 1-1. Quick start from both sides. Courtois is also not bad. No, Courtois is brilliant. Courtois is exceptional. One of the best keepers ever. No doubt about that. One of the best keepers ever. Right, El Kanous and Ayew are over this free kick for Leicester. It's quite central, and I can't see him really doing anything meaningful from it. These are always really, really difficult positions to score from. You just kind of have to lob it in and see what happens. Try and win the second balls if you can. But you're not going to put a meaningful cross in from this position. And it's cleared away by Olaina. Whipped back in. It's gone over to the far side. Sells, pushes it out. Justin knocked it back in, but not quite good enough. Elanga. Oh, Gibbs White couldn't quite bring it under control. El Kanous wins it back. Good play. Palace are 2-0 up at Tottenham now. Who is it who scored the second? Eze, yet again. Eze with the first on 45 minutes. Eze with the second on 49. I think he might be leaving Palace. What do we think? Do you think he's going in the summer? I think he might be one that makes the move. Szczesny is also good, but he plays too risky. Szczesny's not a bad keeper. He's just old, mate. You've got to remember that he was retired not that long ago. Great ball in. Must be. Oh, how's he missed it? Oh, Dominguez has missed an absolute sitter for Nottingham Forest. Ball goes down the right-hand side. I think it's Elanga who gets in. And he puts a cross into the box. It hits Wout Faz and bounces back. It's bouncing on the penalty spot, basically. And Dominguez runs in. And I don't know why he doesn't let that... But if he lets that drop, he can volley that. He's got a clean volley 7 yards out. Instead, he tries a stupid diving header and hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And you can see Nuno Santo is furious with that. Furious with that. Nathan, it's actually 0-2 Palace. Did I say Spurs? Tottenham 0, Palace 2. That's what I meant. Sorry, did I say Spurs are winning 2-0? But Eze scored twice. LCFC, Dominguez is a Poundland indeed. Copper, they're playing Tchouaméni as centre-back, by the way. Callum Mbappe's having joy here, can't lie. Mbappe played really well in the Copa del Rey final as well, don't forget. So it's no real surprise that he's now starting to show up for Real Madrid. Nathan, bad result for Spurs. Yeah, look, they're still going to be above United. Still going to be above United, and I still think they've got the favourites going into that final. LCFC, this is indeed his 302nd game for Leicester. Club legend in my eyes. Do you think he goes in the summer? Has he signed a new contract, or is he on a free this summer, by the way? He's not on a free, is he, Wilfred Ndidi? He could be one that might move on in the summer. Very, very good player, yeah. Very, very, very tidy player in that number 6. Signed a new contract when we went up. Right, okay. Copper, I think Bellingham should be captain. No, Bellingham isn't captain material. Corner for Forest, and Chris Wood heads it straight at the goalkeeper. Stolarczyk now just has the ball. There's Arne Slot and the Liverpool team arriving here. Is that Trent Alexander-Arnold having a laugh? Get him away from the ground. That's a question. Do you know what? I didn't look before. Is Trent on the bench? Is Trent on the bench? I didn't think he would be on the bench. Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold on the bench. Okay. LTFC, he has like a £9 million release clause, so I think he's probably gone. Oh, I've missed it. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 Forest. I've missed a goal. Some watch along this is. I've missed a goal. I looked up and it was in the net. But there you go. 2-1 Forest. Crikey. Let's get the old goal machine back up. Oh, no. Chris Wood. There's Brian Clough. I hope nobody's stupid enough to write us off. I love that. Right, so let's just see what happened here. It was a long ball up the pitch from Olaina. Real Madrid have scored again. It's Barca 0, Real Madrid 2. Oh, it's a great ball in that. That is entirely down to the ball in from Morgan Gibbs-White. That is sensational. That is sensational. The header from Chris Wood, yes. The ball in from Morgan Gibbs-White is absolutely unbelievable. That is an absolutely sensational ball in. He's going to City, isn't he? He's going to City. Morgan Gibbs-White, that is unbelievable. Quality. Right out of the top drawer. Right out of the top drawer. Ewan Hemming. Who do you support in football? I'm a Liverpool fan, Ewan. I'm a Liverpool fan, but on this channel we watch everyone. Here's Forest again, driving forward. Elanga with the shot. Good block by Leicester. Reece, United and Spurs losing. My life is complete. No skill. Aaron, you're always injured. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't say that. Chelsea forever. Congrats to Forest to reach the Champions League. I still don't think they will just yet, you know. Still think there's time. Stan Powell score. It's 2-1 to Forest. Forest 2, Leicester 1. Again, if you want the full watch-along experience, get over to YouTube and you've got the scoreboard and the clock and everything, and we've got a proper setup. If you search Premier League Dad on YouTube, you can see all that. Slightly better camera angle, slightly better audio. And we're live on YouTube every single day doing watch-alongs. LCFC, I've seen enough. Bring on Jake Evans and Jeremy Monga. No skill. Aaron went off straight down the tunnel, apparently. Dream Chasers boss, can you recreate it almost? It was an unbelievable header, wasn't it? P5am. Yeah, it was an unbelievable header. It was a good header, but the ball in from Gibbs White was different gravy. Gibbs White's such a good player. Nick A13, 2-0 Real. Yeah, 2-0, and Barcelona, as it stands, the title may not be done. Title may not be done and dusted. As it stands in La Liga, if Real Madrid do get the win, they are 1 point behind Barcelona going into the last 3 games of the season. Barcelona do have a couple of tough fixtures. They've got to play Villarreal. They've got to go away to Bilbao at the San Mamés. They've got to play Espanyol, which is a derby. That's going to be a tough one for them. For Real Madrid, equally, it's not the easiest run of fixtures. They've got Mallorca at home, not easy. Sevilla away. And then they finish the season to Real Sociedad. So, title race isn't done by any stretch of the imagination. Man United 0, West Ham 2. Man United 0, West Ham 2. Yes, get in, have a bit of that. Jared Bowen, 60th minute. Jared Bowen, love it. That's fantastic. Manchester United 2-0. Nick A13, I was telling you Real will win. Yeah, I mean, it's been a really good performance from Real, from what I'm seeing. Roller slaps, it's Javier. Where can I watch United game? It's not on Sky because Liverpool and this on Sky. I don't think you can, mate. Nearly by Yamal. Copper, to be honest, I knew at some point Mbappe would be shining in a big match. It was just waiting till when. Javier, you can't, mate. You can't. Dream Chasers, how's the ball from Morgan Gibbs White? What happened? I'm not watching it. It was basically just maybe 15, 20 yards past the halfway line, right hand side of the pitch. He curled it in, and it kind of curled between that corridor of uncertainty, as they call it, in between the goalkeeper and the back line. Defenders are rushing back towards their own goal. Keeper doesn't know whether to come out and claim it. And Chris Wood running into the box. Bang, get in. Great header, but it was all about the cross. It was all about the cross. Brees, get Hendo out of that. Get Hendo out of that England team and put Gibbs White in. Come on, you Irons. Was Monday. When was the last time United and Spurs finished in the bottom half? Not recent enough is the answer. Not recent enough. That I love it. I love United finishing 17th. 17th. Manchester. How mad is it? United fans will tell you that they are the biggest club in the world, or certainly one of, after Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world, Manchester United. We are huge. We are gargantuan. Barcelona have scored. Real Madrid 2. Barcelona 1. Yeah, they'll tell you that they're an absolutely massive club on the one hand, but on the other hand, they'll tell you that they'll finish 17th. They won't win a trophy this season, and they'll say, oh, the manager needs time. Manager needs time. Manager needs time. We don't care about the Prem. Here's Aaron. 2-0 down. 2-0 down against West Ham. You've been battered at home off West Ham. You've been battered at home off Wolves. You just got battered against Brentford. You got battered against Bournemouth, if not for a 95th minute equaliser. Unbelievable. You've had your arse handed to you for weeks. You're going to finish 17th. And Spurs, who've beat you 3 times in the league this season, who United haven't beaten since 2022, who've got one of the best attacks in the league, they are absolutely going to destroy United in that final. I am fully on board the Spurs Big Ange train. Come on, Spurs. What a start to the El Clasico. I know. Unbelievable. 2-1 here, Forest and Leicester. But it's 2-1 in the Clasico as well. Jin, we could be going for the title next season. Which title? The Championship title. Which, I don't know who you support, Jin. I don't know who you support. Sean Rice, hope so. No Skillan, like every other team, was going to destroy United in the Europa, eh? Is it 2-2? Is it 2-2, Barca? Is it 2-2? Or are you on a vote before? Are you late to the party, FM No Casuals? It was 2-1. Newcastle aren't winning. Behave yourself. Newcastle are challenging for the title. Mate, you need about 6 players before you even look close to title winning side. Nowhere near. You've been struggling for 5th and 4th all season. Newcastle. Talk wet. Newcastle are going to challenge for the title. I've never heard such nonsense. Never heard such nonsense. I'm cat sitting. Give me a break. Keep up. Copper, I'm happy for Mbappe, but now we're going to smoke him. Forest knock it long into Wood. Good play there. Really, really good play. The fact United's only argument is Arsenal are trophyless is so funny. It's not the trophyless thing with United. For me, it's entirely about the fact that they'll sit there and say we're massive and we're so good and we're such a big club and all this sort of thing. There's no other big club in the world would tolerate finishing 17th and no trophies. No other club. No other club. Do you think if Real Madrid finished this season in 17th with no trophies, the manager would still have a job? It's laughable. Jin, ha ha ha, we have the best left winger and striker, best midfield, 2 of the best fullbacks. Okay. Dream Chaser's boss, I'm interested by the lineup Slaughter's gone with, to be fair. The only real change I thought with Slaughter is Jones coming into the midfield for McAllister. He's still sticking with Gakpo and Diaz up front, which I've told you many times, I really don't understand. Jin, need 1 centre-back and a keeper and a right winger, and we have a high budget. You won't listen. You won't listen. FM No Casuals, if they don't win Europa, my word. Reece, we're a big club, yet you finish 17th and can't beat West Ham. West Ham, Wolves, Bournemouth, Brentford, all of them. They've all battered United. Geordie Rob, how are you? Huge win for us today, mate. Opinions on that? It was a big win. Very, very big 3 points for Newcastle. I still think it's not quite over yet. I think you go to Arsenal and lose next week. And I think Everton, last day of the season's not as easy as it perhaps was. Everton played really well at Craven Cottage. So, yeah, I think it's not over yet. But it was a great result. Very, very good result. Big performance. The performance wasn't that good from Newcastle today, but the result was, and that's all that matters. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens if they get a point against Arsenal, point against Everton. They'll probably have it. They'll probably have it. Hey Matthews, sell out 73,000 every week. You've got to say that is massive. Not really. Not really. What? Because you can sell 73,000 tickets. It's not massive. The club is massive. The club would never argue Man United isn't massive. What I'm talking about is there's no other big club would behave like Manchester United are. No other big club. Bryn, Madrid have won a title and sacked the manager. Yeah, they do it all the time. They do it all the time. Geordie Rob, what do you think of the formation we used? Again, I'm not really sold on it. I'm not really sold on it. I still think that Newcastle's midfield hasn't looked at it recently. They've played well all season, but yeah, they need an extra body in there. I don't think Gordon and Barnes works. So we'll see. We'll see. It's been a good Good couple of weeks for Newcastle in terms of results, but performances-wise, maybe not so much. Very, very lucky against Brighton. I think fortunate in many ways against Ipswich. And it'll be interesting to see how they fare against Arsenal next week. Anything, they get a result against Arsenal next week, even a point, I'll fully concede they deserve that Champions League spot. But it's still very much, from my personal view, I think what's going to happen is I think Chelsea will beat United. I think Villa will beat Spurs, because both of them, it'll be 5 days before the Europa League final, so they'll be resting everyone. Whatever teams they've put out today, it'll be even more rested. So I think we'll see big rested teams. Villa win, Chelsea win, and I think Arsenal beat Newcastle. And then what'll happen is you'll all go into the final day on 66 points. And what a final day that'll be then. Newcastle against Everton at St James's Park. Forest will play Chelsea, and obviously Villa will play Man United at Old Trafford. Darren R. Kingston from Darren in East London. King of Kings, Liverpool FC 3, Arsenal 0. Nice. Botman did well. Was Jackson foul a red? Yes, it was. Yeah, Jackson's foul was absolutely a red. I thought the referee was shocking today, apart from that decision. I thought that decision he got bang on. Well, he didn't, did he? He gave a yellow card, and then it went to VAR, and VAR got it right. So I've no problem with that. They used VAR the right way, and it was absolutely a red card. The ball's coming down. Botman is looking. He's only eyes for the ball, and Nicholas Jackson isn't even looking at the ball. He's running towards Botman, fully looking at Botman, and he runs and he just elbows him like that. Just leads with his elbow, and he goes down. He jaws him. So it's a red card all day. And to be honest, yeah, it was a cowardly tackle from Nicholas Jackson. So it was definitely a red. Geordie Rob, I love Botman, amazing player. Good player if he stays fit. If he stays fit, good player. If he doesn't, liability. And I think with Newcastle, if they've got European football next season, they can't go into a season relying on Shah and Dan Burn, who are in the 30s, and Botman and Lascelles, who are, if we're dead honest, broken. So I would argue Newcastle need at least 2 new centre-backs. At least. No, well, maybe not at least. They need 2. They need 2 new centre-backs. And they need to move Lascelles on. Reece Van Nistelrooy did better than Amarim. Anthony, what team are you watching, Kieran? We are watching Forest against Leicester. Forest 2, Leicester 1. Last 20 minutes here before Liverpool against Arsenal. We're obviously keeping an eye out for Barca against Real Madrid in the Clásico. Real Madrid currently winning that one 2-1, by the way. Malmo 1-0, nice. Geordie Rob, he's out for the rest of the season now, isn't he? Yeah, I would imagine so. Geordie Rob, what a goal by Bruno G. Also goal of the month, perhaps. Didn't it take a big deflection? It took a big deflection, didn't it? Geordie Rob, Sandro Tonali is one to keep. Yeah, again, assuming you're able to keep hold of him, I'm sure you will. He's obviously had his troubles with the bands and stuff. But yeah, good player, Sandro Tonali. Obviously remains to be seen what happens with Isak. If Newcastle don't qualify for the Champions League, Isak's almost certainly leaving. If they do qualify for the Champions League, I'd still say it wouldn't be a surprise if he put in a transfer request. So yeah, not a surprise at all if he does move on. Oh, Leicester have got a big chance here. Vardy could be. What are you doing? It's him. There you go. Sorry. Cheers, man. Yeah, I don't think Isak is absolutely staying. I really don't think he is. Even if they don't get Champions League football, he'll go. He'll go. Jake Pike, 96. We were arrogant against Saints yesterday with that lineup, and now it may cost us Champions League. Well, do you know what? It wasn't necessarily even the lineup. We were talking about this before. Ruben Dias, what was that interview after the game? Ruben Dias came out after the game and he was saying, we went to Southampton, they didn't even try and play football. Didn't even try and play football. Mate, the Southampton, the bottom of the league. Why? In what world do you think they're going to try and play proper football against City? Talking absolute nonsense. Like, you've got to, if you're Man City go into Southampton, you've got to expect that they're going to be low block and you know, defensively they're going to really try to you know, be resilient and stubborn, and it's not going to be particularly pleasant to play against them. They'll use fouls to disrupt the game. That's what you have to do when you're a team down the bottom end of the league playing a team at the top end of the league. You've got to make it uncomfortable for him. So Ruben Dias to come out and say they don't even want to try and play football, mate, you just bizarre, absolutely bizarre. It just shows that Ed's gone. Reece, Ruben Dias interview was crazy. Let's be real, if he was an Arsenal player, he'd get slated. Well, I mean, to be honest, I would argue that Mikel Arteta's come out with the equivalent version of that in a few games, or after a few games this season. So, I mean, that's why Ruben Dias has got a little bit of hate on social media off the back of it, and City quite rightly taking a few pelters, but yeah, Mikel Arteta's said the equivalent of that a few times, hasn't he? Some changes here. It's going to be Dominguez off. I think Ryan Yates is about to come on for Forest. Into the last 15 minutes here or so. Two, Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 2 in the Clásico. I really, Lamine Yamal as well. I really, really want to just switch this over and put him on. The curl goat, Yamal. Lamine Yamal, 2-2, Barcelona. Unbelievable. Cheers, Bryn. Ben Hughes, 37 defeats in 72 games for United. Spurs is embarrassing. Jake Pike, 96, do you see any of the 3 promoted sides staying up next season? Yeah, I do. I've took a bet, actually. I've took a bet with one of the lads who are regularly in the chat here. We have, obviously, a community on Premier League, Dad, of football fans from all across the UK who we talk about all these different subjects. And yeah, I was asked that question a few weeks ago. Do you think that the promoted sides will go down? There's this massive gulf in the Championship and the Premier League. Oh, he should have gone down there. If he'd have gone down there, that would have been a penalty. Olaina and the keeper absolutely having a head loss. What is going on? Do you know what? I tell you what, if he goes down there, that's a penalty. That is a penalty. That would have been a penalty to Leicester. So close. And Barca have won it 3-2. It's 3-2. Oh my God. Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 2. Rafinha. It's 3-2 and it's only 35 minutes in. Why have we not watched the Clásico? Why have we not watched the Clásico? We're sat here watching Forest against Leicester. Who told me to watch Forest and Leicester? We're sat here watching Forest and Leicester while it's 3-2 in the Clásico. Rats. Well, there you go. What do we know? What a goal by Lamine Yamal. Right, here is this Monga coming on for Leicester City. Saw a little bit of him in the Liverpool game a couple of weeks ago, and I wonder whether or not he'll get a run here at Forest. Reece, take a stand and put the Classico on. There's no way. There's no way. Listen, I don't know. I don't know how many we might. I don't know how many fans or people we've got watching this across all the various platforms. I have no way of knowing until after the stream has ended. However, I will say, if we have even one Forest or one Leicester fan who has chosen to start this game with us, there's no way that I'm going to end this stream and stick the Classico on. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. That's not fair. That's not right. So we're going to stick with Forest against Leicester and hope that there's a fantastic end to this game. To be honest, there really should have been a penalty there. Leicester should have had a penalty. It should have been 2-2. Reece, Hala Barcelona, Deftones enthusiast, Visca Barcelona, Visca Catalunya. Nicky 13, 3-2 Barca. Nicky, I hope you win against Arsenal. Me too. Yeah, me too. I'd love it if we win against Arsenal. Oh, this ref. He's had an absolute shocker, this ref. He's blown up for a foul there. Buonanotte on Sangare. Oh, a couple of fouls off the ball here now. And it's going to be another yellow card. Who's this for? Buonanotte on Olaina. And he's just got a yellow card. The young Argentinian. Nick, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't. Something tells me it's going to be 0-0. Maybe a red card. Tchouaméni checking for a potential red card in the Classico. Reece, Declan Rice double incoming. You know Declan Rice isn't playing, Reece, don't you? You know Declan Rice isn't playing. He's not travelled with the squad. He's not even in the team. JT, TJ, Nottingham Forest for Champions League football. Well, it's a big win for them, isn't it? It's a very, very big win. They've still got 2 very big games left. You know, they've got to play Chelsea last game of the season. And I just wonder whether or not that one's going to be a straight shootout, a straight playoff for Champions League football. Forest have also got West Ham. They've got to go to West Ham. And, you know, West Ham are currently beating Manchester United at Old Trafford. So, West Ham's final game of the season. I don't think Forest win there. And I think Forest against Chelsea. I think Chelsea get something. So, this might be Forest's last win of the season. I still think it's going to be a tough one. Reece, Arteta is a fraud. It's yellow. Yellow for Tchouaméni. Okay. No red card. Here's Wout Faz for Leicester. That ball from Morgan Gibbs-White early is Buonanotte. Chance here if they get it right. Leicester must be. It's 2-2. And it's that young man, Buonanotte. 2-2. I told you this game wasn't done. Forest 2, Leicester 2. And the Champions League football for Nottingham Forest doesn't look all so certain anymore. Nottingham Forest there. Cut apart. They parted like the Red Sea at the back. And Buonanotte, Leicester City's number 10, picks the ball up, darts inside, drops a shoulder, feints to come inside and just passes it into the corner. Sangare, Nuno Santo, those Forest fans there with their head on their hands. They don't know what to do. It's 2-2. Forest 2, Leicester 2. That's a fabulous finish there. Fabulous finish. I think Matt Sells should do better. I think Morato gets sold a dream there. He gets sent for the hot dog. And then I think Matt Sells should do better, yeah. 2-2. Buonanotte. Reece Crownshaw, sack Arteta and bring in Cesc Fabregas. Copper, you making it better than it is. 2-2. Now then, that does just put the cat amongst the pigeons in that Champions League race yet again. Forest now back down in 7th. Forest were going up to 5th. They were going above Chelsea and above Villa. Now they're back down in 7th. They're back down in 7th. Can they get a late winner? Could Leicester get a late winner? It really wouldn't be against the run of play, you know. Leicester have played quite well today, I thought. They have played quite well. Reece, defender, got sent to buy a meal deal in a food shop. Here's Tayo, Awonyi coming on for Sangare. Awonyi for Sangare. Positive change for Forest. Ivory Coast midfielder for Nigerian centre-forward Tayo Awonyi. I still can't believe United have been absolutely battered again at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United are... Oh, Spurs are still in 17th now. United 16th, Spurs in 17th. We need United to... I can't believe United are in 16th now. Come on, Spurs. Pull your finger out. Who Spurs got last day of the season? Brighton. Brighton at home last day of the season. And they might be European champions by then. So Brighton might be alright. RZ winning now too. This is the day. Oh, do you know what? I was so close to backing RZ. RZ against Groningen. Callum should have been 4-2. Forest must be going Brexit formation. Yeah, full Brexit. Full Brexit. Long ball. Route 1. Mike Bassett. Copper. Rafinha missed it. That pass was so good. LCFC, get in, lads. I've been saying this all year. Buonanotte is one of the best players in the league. Let's not get too carried away. He's done well since he's come on. But yeah, that was a good goal. It was a very good goal. Ball in. It's a corner to Leicester. 5 minutes to go here. Oh, it's a penalty to Madrid. This could be 3-3 before half time in the Classico here. Could be 3-3. It could be 2 penalties. 3-3. He was magic under Cooper. He's been misused by Rude. Vardy's better than Henry. Blimey. To be honest, Vardy's had a very, very good season, I think, given the age he is anyway. Nah, you're not getting a penalty for that. Zane, come on, don't be silly beggars. Don't be playing silly beggars. Chesterfield 0, Walsall 1. I don't even think Cody's still on the pitch, is he, Zane? It's a dive. They're checking. Mbappe dive. Have they give it? Or have they actually said he's a dive and it's been overruled? Leicester are still pushing forward here. Monga's just been fouled. Gibbs White not happy. And dive pay. Dive, says Bryn. Well, hey, if Bryn's saying it's a dive, I'm happy with that. I'll stand by that. It's a dive. No penalty. There you go. Diver. See, Trent, you belong there. That's your spiritual home. You get there with them diving rats. See if they can... Bruno Fernandes as well. Get him there. He seems to belong with them. Bruno, Trent, Rat FC. Ball into the box by Leicester. It's cleared away. Forest on the counter-attack. Barca 4-2. Barca 4-2 against Real Madrid. Flag stayed down here. Forest are in here. Oh, that's a painful one. It's a very painful one. Shan Massey, the lines lady there. That's just caused a massive injury, I think. The ball got played through for a Forest player and he was clearly offside. And Sean Massey has done that thing that all lineswomen do. They let the play go. Even though it's clearly offside, it's miles offside, she let the play go, right? And because the play went, the ball then got crossed into the middle. Taiwo Awoniyi slides in to try and tap it home at the back post. And he very nearly Phil Babs it. He slides into the post and he hits that post. Oh, with some clatter, believe me. He clatters into that post. Full pelt. And the Leicester goalkeeper there is saying to Sean Massey, come on, you've got to call that offside sooner. Because if you call that offside sooner, that collision never happens. It's 4-2 Barca. That's unbelievable. Reece Crownshaw, Mbappe dive. Oh, there's a surprise. Send him off, ref. Barca 4, says FM, no casuals yet. 2-0 down to 4-2 up. You can't beat that. Really, really good end to the season for Barca, that then. Reece, Jesus Christ, the one you folded in half. I know. That was like probably, I would argue, maybe not a more painful version of Phil Babb. Do you remember Phil Babb against Chelsea? Phil Babb against Chelsea at Anfield. Slid into the post. Samir X69, terminate Vasquez's contract. Copper, Ferran have got a hat-trick of assists. Right, well, 2-2 here. Forest 2, Leicester 2, and into the last 60 seconds of normal time. Reece Crownshaw, fair play to the Leicester goalie, going to have a go at the lino. LTFC, you bottled Champions League against the Foxes. Oh, Taiwo Awoniyi still isn't getting up here. He still isn't getting up. FM No Casuals, mad I've got Barca 1 on one acca and Madrid 1 on another. Oh God, yeah, because you 2-0 up on the old Bet365 or whatever it is. Oh, nice. Like it. Samir X69, 6 goals, thriller in the first half. Some performance, that. Right, Jota is about to come on for Forest. I imagine for Awoniyi, to be honest, because he doesn't look like he can carry on. He got absolutely clattered by the post there. Absolutely clattered. And we're past the 90 minutes. I mean, he's gone back down again. He's gone back down again. This isn't good. Phooey. Yeah. What's going on? It was meant to be Elliot Anderson for Jota Silva, but I think now it's going to be Jota Silva for Taiwo Awoniyi, and just try and get the game going again, because Awoniyi he's broken over there. Yeah. No, he's trying to come back on. Okay, well, there you go. They're going to keep him on. Taiwo Awoniyi is staying on. Jota Silva for Elliot Anderson. Okay, well, there you go. No, it's not sub for a sub. It's not sub for a sub. Awoniyi is about to come back on. He's only came on 2-3 minutes ago as a sub himself. There's 8 minutes of added on time here at the City Ground. Still Forest 2, Leicester 2. Forest need a winner in these next 8 minutes, or you'd have to say Champions League football is kaput. Can Leicester surprise them here? Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Why does he not give it? He's saying it's a dive by Ndidi. Stolarczyk with the long punt upfield. Reece, I have no idea why flagging late for offside is now a rule. Stevie, 1892. Barca, great game. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. 4-2. Here's Forest coming forward. Jota Silva. Yates, distant shot. Gone all the way out to Olaina on the far side. It's gone out for a throw. Right, Taiwo Awoniyi's now trying to get back on the pitch. And he is. He's limping, but he's coming back on. Nuno Santo is not happy at all, but he is coming back onto the pitch. I think Nuno Santo's basically just gone over to his physios and said, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Because I think what they're saying is he's actually not really ready to go back on the pitch, or he's not fit enough to go back on the pitch. But it seems like they went like that to Nuno Santo, and therefore he's gone fine, no problem. So Jota Silva came on for Elliot Anderson rather than Jota for Awoniyi. So now they've got Awoniyi back on the pitch, and he's still not right. He's still not right. You can see him, he's doubled over already. Leicester City are going to make a quick change here. Bilal El Khanousi is going to come off. And I'm not sure who it is who's going to come on. Let's see. It's Caleb Okoli, centre-back. Stevie, 1892, would love to see Yamal at Liverpool. Nah. Crap, innit? Crap. Poor man's Chiesa. Rafinha's fine. Okay, good. Rafinha's not injured. So it's still 4-2 to Barcelona in the Clásico. It's a corner kick here to Forest. It's come all the way over to the far side. Nico Williams recycles it. Gets it into the box again. It's gone behind for another corner. Another corner. Copper Araujo got a yellow, by the way, from when the second possible pen happened, even though he's not playing. Right, last 4 minutes here. 4 minutes for Forest to save their season. Elanga with the ball in. Right on top of the keeper. Good save by Stelarczyk. Claims it and drops to his feet. Stevie 1892. Glad to see United losing again. Yeah, we love that, don't we? We love that. We love that. United 16th in the league. Maybe 17th soon. Depending on what happens in other games over the rest of the season. But it could be the worst Premier League side that stayed up this season. That's some going, isn't it? That is some going. Long ball up the field from Stelarczyk. And Didi just smashes it anywhere for Leicester. Smashes it anywhere. Leverkusen 1. The champions, Bayer Leverkusen 1. Borussia Dortmund 4. That's been some performance. Here's Monga. Good play by Monga there. And Didi. Reece, Premdad, you need to go watch what Southampton posted on their TikTok. I'll go and have a look in a minute, mate. I've got a very quick turnover again here. Liverpool and Arsenal. We're on 4 already. Game kicks off at 4:30. I've only got 20 minutes to try and get everything sorted. And then we're back live again. Here's Monga. Itty! Wow, unlucky, young man. Well done. Callum, 4-3. 4-3. Mbappe scored, but it's offside. Okay. It's a hell of a game, innit? Edward, how you doing? Good to see you, Edward. LCFC, Monga is class. I was going to say, he's done well there. Forest don't look like they're going to do anything here. They've got 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes to save the season. Olaina back to Milenkovic. Half-time in the Clásico. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 4. Or Barcelona 4, Real Madrid 2 rather, because it is at the Olympic Stadium. Edward, can you not just change the thumbnail and scoreboard and just stay live? Would be so much easier. No, it's got to be a different video altogether, mate. Yeah, different video altogether. Here's Gibbs White with a shot. Good block. John Marsden, Liverpool to win 3-0. Let's hope so. Leicester on the counter-attack here if they get it right. Here's Vardy. Hit it, Vardy. Hit it. Hit it! Monga! Oh! It's gone behind for the corner. Jeremy Monga very nearly with the winner for Leicester. Oh, 90 seconds before the end. Oh, I tell you what, very nearly. That would have been a fairy tale ending. Jeremy Monga nearly getting the winner. And it's a corner to Leicester City. 60 seconds left. I think Forest might be struggling here. This might be the end of the game. End of the road for Forest in their Champions League hopes. It's finished. Tottenham 0, Palace 2, Forest are now... Well, they're still only a point behind Chelsea, I guess, but they'll have to beat Chelsea. And they'll have to hope results elsewhere go their way. Ball into the box, cleared away. Leicester still pushing. They're still pushing. Leicester are going for it. Buonanotte with the ball in. Oh, Leicester. Oh, Christensen there got in the box and he really should have scored. It was a fabulous ball in from Buonanotte. Oh, unlucky. That's so unlucky. That could have been 3-2 to Leicester. It could have been 3-2 to Leicester. Oh, it's so unfortunate. And I think now we're into the last 5 seconds here at the City ground. Oh, whoa. That's a yellow card, ref. How's he not give that? Forest pushing forward. Last chance of the game now. We're past the 8 minutes of added on time. They've got to get it in the box. Oh, no, Hyenas had an absolute shocker there. And now there is a counter-attack on if they get this right. Oh, poor. The ref's still playing on here. Still playing on. We're in 40 seconds. Long ball forward. Leicester win it back. I don't know how much longer we're going to have here. Oh, Buonanotte's won it. Here's Samare driving forward. Could Leicester pinch it on the counter? Buonanotte. No, you know. Sam Holloway, have you seen the Barca game? Yeah, 4-2. Good tackle. I think this is it. There you go. Full time. Forest 2, Leicester 2. That is it. That is it. Forest and Leicester 2-2. Big result that for Forest. Big result for Leicester. Nicking it and maybe ending the Champions League dream of Forest. You'd have to say it's going to be tough for them now. Listen, really appreciate everyone during the live. We're going to switch it over now. We're going to switch over to the Liverpool-Arsenal game. That kicks off in 18 minutes. So I've got 18 minutes to end this live, change it over to all the others and get the update and everything going on. So if you're going to stick with us for the post-match for Forest and Leicester, if you're going to stick with us for Liverpool and Arsenal, make sure you get over to YouTube right now. Get over to YouTube, Premier League Dad, go and search it up, and we're live for Liverpool against Arsenal. Go and check it out. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes or so.